Hey everybody, Ryan here from Greenfish, and today I'm going to show you our fresh chokka. So my brother and I were out fishing at Cape Point yesterday. We caught some beautiful fresh chokkas, and I'm going to show you how we clean and prepare these so that you can enjoy them. So the telltale sign that chokka is fresh is that it's a nice white color, white translucent color, and you can often see even these little spots move around a little bit when it's very fresh. The chokka is into two main parts, the tube and the head and the wings. So we're going to put our finger underneath the wings and pull this membrane and the skin off, turning it opposite way around. And if you get it right, poops, there it goes in one nice clean swoop. Now I'm going to do a couple tubes like this, just taking the wings off and just slide up, down and around. And you can see a nice clean white tube. Now we still have the guts inside that I'll show you how we take out shortly. So I've just removed all the wings off the chokkas, so you could call that phase one of chokka cleaning. So it's just the tube and the head remaining. So the chokkas have these two extra little long dangly legs. They kind of get in the way when you're cleaning, so I normally just chop those two legs off. They can also go into cooking if you like. Now, if you cut him just below the eye, you're going to get the legs, and inside here is the beak, and you can push that out. Yeah, you can see that's the beak of the chokka. You want to remove that. This here is all the legs. You want to put that in and throw the beak away. Now, the guts are still inside here. There's two ways you can do this. I'll show you both ways. One, you can just grab all the guts out. You can see there, and you got your tube. Now there you can see all the black ink coming out. Luckily, if you buy from Greenfish, all this hard work has been done for you. The other way you can do this is to simply split your tube open. Then inside you can take all the guts out, and you can then give it a quick wash. So there's really three ways you can cut a chokka: rings, strips or steaks. So if you're going to do steaks, you're going to just split open the tube like this, and you'll prepare it like a steak like this. Strips I'll show you shortly, and rings, you're going to take your head or your tube and you're going to turn him inside out. You can roll him on your finger to turn him inside out, and we do this for two reasons. One, so you can get any leftover guts and membranes off. You can get it really nice and clean. So there you go. And now to get your tubes, you're going to simply, your rings, you're going to simply cut across like this. But first there's one extra trick I need to share. Now, whether you're going to make strips, tubes or steaks, I'm going to share this little trick with you. You take your fork and you score across the chokka, and you see taking off that little membrane. You're also making these little ridges, which makes it better for cooking. If you're going to fry or whatever you're going to do, it allows more sticking space. So there you can see I've scored the chokka tube on both sides. Now if you're going to use it as a steak, it goes in the pan just like this. If you're going to use strips, you're going to take that exact tube and you're going to cut it into strips like that, and that's how it's going to go. Now if you're going to do rings, you do exactly the same thing. You just score your tube, and then you cut your chokka into rings. It's a little bit more work, but some people like it that way. And then there you go, you've got your calamari ring. So I'm just busy cleaning up all the tubes. Got a little production line going here. There you can see the ink sac on that chokka. Pull it out. This here is the spine. It's not a piece of plastic. Sometimes people see this and think, oh, we've got plastic in my calamari. It's not the case. That's just the spine. And if the ink sac does go, I just use the knife to simply wipe the ink off before giving it a bit of a rinse. So to get that nice white chokka, let's just take it out and look at that. How beautiful. From there, we go to scoring and we place it in our dish to get ready. So I'm just scoring my tubes. I do both sides, and then what I do for my strips is I actually cut in the opposite direction of the way that I scored. The reason for this is this chokka can be a little bit more chewy than all the imported stuff that people in South Africa are used to eating. But this is natural. It hasn't been treated with any tenderizers or whiteners, and by cutting it in the opposite direction of which you scored, it breaks apart nicely in your mouth. But this chokka is probably the tastiest you get, and lovely because as nature intended, no chemicals, no whitening agents, just the way it should be. This is how you would prepare some beautiful chokka if you had the privilege of catching it yourself or buying it somewhere fresh. At Greenfish, we do most of this prep work for you, but look how beautiful that is, all ready to go in the pan or the grill or the air fryer. And really, this is probably one of my favorite seafoods to eat. If I could choose anything, if it was my last meal, it would be this.